Hello, my loves. I hope that you are all good. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name's Seany. I'm going to be going through a Power Pilates-inspired sculpt with you all. We're going to be focusing on full body, but there's going to be a strong emphasis on your core and also on your glutes in today's session. So first of all, if I could just have you standing at the end of your mat. And we're just first of all just going to start by taking a big inhale in, taking our arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Now, as we exhale, we're just going to dive forwards. And we're just going to place our hands down onto our mat. We're going to come into a narrow squat through here, but a nice deep one, trying to keep those hands onto the floor. Before then, we straighten up those legs. And again, coming all the way down. Trying to get those bums onto those heels, looking good. And again. And up. Nice. Let's come for our last one in this squat. We're going to straighten those legs. We're going to turn those toes outwards, turn the heels inwards, turn the toes outwards. So we come into a nice deep sumo squat this time, keeping those knees over those toes. Now we're going to stay in the sumo position through here, and we're going to elongate the left arm all the way up towards the ceiling, really opening up the shoulders, opening up the chest. Taking that hand back down to center. We're going to straighten up through the legs to come back down into that squat, to then take that right arm up nice and high. So through here, my loves, I'm not looking for elegance at all. I'm really looking for you to be opening up those shoulders, opening up those chests, so we can get everything nice and warm, ready for today's class. Back to center. Straightening those legs. Coming back down, well done. And again, taking that arm up nice and high. Back to center. Staying up through here, we're going to turn those toes inwards, and we're going to walk those hands out to plank. Well done. Now from here, we want to make sure that our shoulders are stacked over our wrists. We want to make sure that our stomachs are nice and engaged. We're going to push back through into those balls of the feet, trying to get our bums to touch those heels, feeling that nice stretch through the shoulders. We're then going to straighten the legs, trying to get those heels to touch the ground as we come through into downward dog. We're then going to ripple all the way through to plank, keeping everything nice and tight. To repeat that again, we're going to really push through the balls of those feet, really grounding them through into the mat. Straightening those legs, trying to get those heels to touch the mat through into downward dog, before rippling all the way through to plank, trying to keep that chest nice and open. I know it's really easy, especially as you start to feel a little bit more fatigued, to start to round through everything. We just want to make sure things are staying nice and tight. We're warming everything up through here before we start today's session. So really make all of these movements nice and intentional. We're going to go for one more, pushing through those feet. Nice, straightening those legs. Looking good. Rippling all the way through to plank. You're going to shift those hips up into downward dog. We're going to pedal through those feet. Looking good. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Well done. Looking good. Let's shift our weight back through to plank. Dropping those knees onto the floor. We're going to sit back onto our heels. We're just going to rotate our wrists. Just take them one way. Nice big circles. Before we rotate them the other way. Lovely stuff. Nice. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit warmer. We're actually going to come onto our backs to begin with, and we're going to start off with some core activation work, okay? So I'll have you just lying on your backs. You're going to have your hands down by your sides. You're going to take your legs up into tabletop, so making sure that you have that nice 90-degree angle whilst they're in the center through here. Your hands are going to actually come through round by the back of your head, and you're going to be lifting up head, chest, and shoulders as you come into a crunch. You've got 8. Well done. Now you're going to exhale as you move up into that crunch position. Inhale as you lower back down. Thinking about drawing your belly button in towards your spine and having your back connected to the mat at all times. Well done. Nice. You've got 4. That's 3, 2, last one. This time we're coming into a single leg toe tap with that left foot. So the left foot is coming away from us. We're going to come back up through to center. We're going to come into a crunch. Well done. We're going to alternate legs. That right leg is coming down into that toe tap, back to center, coming up into a crunch. We're going to keep that movement going and up into crunch and lower. Now this whole time, as we're coming down into these toe taps, I really want you to think about that the movement is coming from the hip as opposed to coming from the knee. So that leg is staying at that 90-degree angle the whole time. So we're really hitting those lower abdominals. There's intention and purpose behind the movement. Well done. Still thinking about drawing those belly buttons in. You've got one more on each side. Looking really good. Exhale, inhale. Nice. This is your last one. This time, we're going to take the left leg down into that toe tap. As we do, we're going to come up with a rotation with that left elbow to that right knee, back to center. We're going to stay on that leg. You've got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Changing legs. Well done. You've got 8. So making sure there's a nice balance between elbow and knee. That leg is still coming out at the 90-degree angle. You're doing really good. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. We're going to take our hands down by our side. We're going to drop that left foot so it's grounded towards the mat. We're going to come up into a single leg glute bridge. We're then going to lower the hips and we're going to come into a toe tap. But at the same time, we're going to come up into a crunch, releasing the hands up into glute bridge, lower down into toe tap with a crunch, back to center. Nice. Well done. You've got 5. That's 4. Really squeeze those glutes in that top position. 3, 2, last 1. You're going to meet me back into that glute bridge. We're just coming up and down, up and down with those hips. Well done. Looking really good. You've got 3, 2, last 1. Staying high with those hips, coming into toe taps. 8, 7, 6. Hips stay high. 4, 3, 2, last 1. Coming into pulses, small micro movements with those hips. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Lowering those hips, lower that leg. Ground the right leg now to the floor. We're going to come straight up with that left leg. So we're coming up into that single leg glute bridge. We're lowering the hips. We're coming into that toe tap as we do. We're releasing the head, chest, and shoulders are coming up into that crunch. Nice. That's 7, 6. Looking good. 5, 4, 3, 2. Well done, guys. Last 1. Doing really good. We're coming straight up into these glute bridges and down. So we're really squeezing these glutes in this top position through here. Grounding that right foot to the mat. Still thinking about keeping your belly buttons drawn in towards your spine. Everything is moving as one, looking nice and strong. Well done. 2, Last one. Staying up through here. We're coming into those toe taps. You've got 8. Nice. 7. Hips stay high. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Coming into pulses. You've got 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3, 2, and 1. Oh my gosh, bringing those hips down, bringing those knees in close towards your chest, and tapping those bums if you need to, because I don't know why, but it always seems to work and help. Let's come up through, rolling like a ball, and let's swing those legs behind us as we continue into some core and glute work. Now we're going to come up onto all fours, making sure that shoulders are stacked over wrists. We're going to elongate the left arm, and we're going to take that right arm up, behind us as well. We're going to come into bird dog, so we're going to lift arm and leg together and then lower back down towards the mat. Now, the arm is lifting from the shoulder, the leg is lifting from the glute, so we're not getting the lower back involved. We're really connecting mind and muscle together. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This time we're lifting up. We're coming to hamstring curl with that leg, and that arm is coming into a reach around, trying to touch that toe before we extend arm and leg and come into a tap again. Now, whilst we're utilizing the shoulders through here and also the glutes, I'm also asking for you to really think about your balance and your stability. So that core really needs to engage. We're still thinking about that. And the whole reason for doing that core activation at the beginning is so we can really start to think about our core throughout the rest of the class. And lower. You've got 3. Looking good. That's 2. Nice. Last 1. This time we're just removing the tap. We're coming 6. Extend. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last 1. Coming into pulses. 10. 9 with that arm and leg. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Well done. Lowering that arm and leg. We're not finishing there, guys. We're going to drop that left elbow to the floor. That right leg that was just working is coming out into fire hydrant. We're going to bring that leg down through to center, coming up onto all fours. We're going to take that leg into donkey kickback, okay? We're going to drop the elbow as it comes out towards the side, leading with the inner thigh into fire hydrant, back up into all fours, into donkey kickback. Well done. So the arm comes down as the leg comes out towards the side. You come up onto the full fours as that leg comes back through center. Looking really good. Nice. You've got 4. So again, that donkey kickback is leading from the glutes, not from the lower back. Nice. You've got 2. Last 1. We're staying through with this movement. We're coming through into fire hydrant. We're coming back through to center as we come up onto all fours. The supporting leg is coming up onto the ball of the foot, and we're coming into quadruped hold with a kickback, okay? Leading with the inner thigh. Into fire hydrant, coming into quadruped kickback. Well done. So that knee is coming off the ground. Well done. We're still trying to keep a nice flat back as we take that knee off, so it's coming up no higher than a couple of inches, really. Well done. Looking good. Nice. This will be your last one through here. We're going to stay in this quadruped hold. We're just coming into kickback. 6. Yes, you can. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Stay with that leg into pulses. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Lowering those knees, really, really good. Now remember, at any point, guys, you can pause this video, you can stop it, you can always come back to it, grab yourselves a drink, grab yourselves a little reset if you need to. We're going to come through onto the other side. So this time we are going to be extending the left leg behind us and extending the right arm in front of us. Coming straight into bird dog, guys. You guys are killing it. Let's go. Lifting arm and leg, coming down to the mat with that tap. Well done. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Lift an arm and leg. We're coming into that hamstring curl. Extend into tap. Well done. So still really thinking about, is your back flat? Is that arm moving from the shoulder? Is the leg moving from the glute? Is your belly button drawn in towards your spine? Are you arching? Are you breathing? Because that's important. Nice. Last one. Now we're going to remove the tap. You've got 6. Extend. 5. Well done. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Coming into those pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Bringing that arm and leg in. We're going to drop down onto that right arm. We're coming out into fire hydrant, leading with the inner thigh. That knee is coming back through to center. As we do, we're coming back up onto all fours. We're turning the supporting leg up. No, we're not. We're coming into kick back. I'm getting eager, guys. I'm rushing through. We're dropping that elbow. Sorry about that. And up into donkey kick back. So we're leading with the inner thigh, coming out into fire hydrant, coming back through to center, up onto all fours, coming into donkey kick back. Nice. Inner thigh is working through the side. Glutes are working as we kick into donkey. You're doing really good, guys. You're looking so strong. This is a really spicy series that really tests your stability, your balance, and your endurance. Guess what? We're nearly done with it, so keep showing up. Doing really good. You've got one more through here before we come into this next part. Well done. Nice. We're going to lead with that inner thigh as you come into fire hydrant. We're going to come back up onto all fours. That supporting leg is going to come up onto the balls of the foot. As we come into a quadruped hold, taking that leg up through into donkey kickback. We come in fire hydrant, taking that knee off the mat, remembering to keep our back nice and flat. We're not looking for height here. We're looking for that core to engage, that glute to be on fire, which mine absolutely is, as well as my shoulders. You're killing it, guys. Well done. Nice. And up. You've got 2. Well done. Last one. We're going to stay up in this position. We're just coming into kick back. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. We're coming into pulse with that leg. 10, 9, 8. Yes, you can. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Lowering those legs, coming into child's pose. Killing it, guys. Well done. You're doing really, really, really good. Nice. We're going to come into a little burner just to finish off. So I'm going to have you standing. This is where we need to compose ourselves still, because we're still going to be utilizing our core, we're going to be utilizing our obliques, and we're still going to be utilizing our glutes. So I'd like you to have your hands close towards your chest. I'd like you to have your foot close to your heel as we come into a squat to begin with. We're then going to straighten the leg behind us, and we're going to come back into that squat. We're going to stand back up. Well done. Coming down into that glute focused split squat. We're going to extend the leg straight behind us, keeping our weight nice and forwards, coming in and up. Let's go for one more of these. Straight and in and up. Now this time we're going to add a rotation. So we're going to come down into that squat. We're going to extend that leg. We're going to rotate to the side, back to center and up, okay? So extend, rotate, back to center and in, up, nice, and again. Take that leg behind. So we're really trying to get that elbow up towards that back corner. So we start to use those obliques. The chest is staying nice and open. The front elbow is coming down. That back elbow is coming up. We're going to add it all on together now for 4. So as the leg extends, the arm goes up. Nice. Again, testing your stability. One thing you'll learn about me is I absolutely adore coordination and balance with strength. I think it's so important. This time, we're going to finish off by coming through. We're coming into that split squat. We're driving that leg behind us. We're coming back to center. We're going to keep driving that leg and that arm. Nice. Staying forwards on that front foot. You've got 4, 2, and 1. Staying in this lunge through here, we're just using those arms. Really sweep up and around. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming into a lunge, we're coming into pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Stepping into sumo. We're coming down and up, down and up. Making sure knees are over toes. You're looking really good. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Staying down here, coming into pulses. 10, 9, 8. Shoulders are open. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Coming through into the other side, coming straight into that split squat position. The hands are coming towards the chest. We're coming down into that glute focus squat. We're going to extend the leg to come back to center, to come back up to standing. Well done. Come into that glute focus squat. That leg behind is staying nice and straight as the body is over that front leg. Back to center. Well done. Nice. Let's go for 2 more of these now that we've found where we're going and where our weight is going. We're now going to come down into that squat. We're going to extend the leg behind us. We're going to twist the arms, the elbows coming up towards that back corner. Coming back to center, bringing the leg in, back to standing. Well done. Nice. So really using the obliques through here. Looking good. Let's go for 1 more before we add it all on together and up. Down, twist as you lunge, in and up, down. Well done. So really thinking about your core, staying over that front foot. That's what's helping to drive you back and up. Guys, you're killing this. Well done. This is spicy. You've got 3, 2, last 1. This time we're staying low in that squat. We're just coming to behind and squat. 5, 4, oh my gosh, 3, 2, last 1. Staying through. We're just coming through with those arms, elbows coming back up towards that corner, sweeping up. Nice. 4, 3, 2, last one. Coming into that reverse lunge. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my gosh, give those legs a shake. Honestly, guys, even for myself sometimes I'm thinking, why have I programmed this? But it's all for good reason. You girls, guys, absolutely smashed that, so thank you so, so much. Let's come into a cool down. Let's come into all fours to begin with. And let's just swing that right leg round as we come into reverse lunge. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to bring everything down now. So really feel that nice grounding through that front foot. Really trying to push those hips down in towards the mat. You guys have killed today's session. Thank you so, so much for joining me. We're going to curl the toes underneath us. Maybe bringing that foot in just slightly and straightening both of those legs. Trying to get that body and head to touch that front knee. Well done. Taking a moment here to really come back to yourself and just turn inwards, just so you can try to slow everything down. Lovely stuff, well done. Bringing that foot towards the other one. We're now going to step that foot behind us and we're going to come into a lunge through here. So lowering that back knee and really trying to push those hips or drive them in towards the mat and also keeping that front foot nice and grounded. Take a moment here just to feel nice and strong in this position. Opening up those hip flexors. Before we curl those toes underneath, we straighten up the legs, trying to get those heads to touch those knees. Well done. Really good. Now from here, I'd like you to turn towards the center and just grab onto those elbows and just rock side to side so we can feel that nice stretch through the calves and through the hamstrings. Just gently rocking. Well done. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Nice. From here, let's just turn the toes in and the heels and the toes. And rolling up through the spine nice and slowly. Coming down onto our knees. Let's just take that arm up and over. We're going to come into mermaid. So let's just really swing. Take that arm over towards the other side of the room. Feeling that nice pull as well to the opposite side. Keeping that chest nice and open as well. We're then going to walk our hands towards the corner of the room before walking them over to center. Folding over those legs now, we're just going to really reach and feel that nice pull through the shoulders. Walk those hands over to the other side of the room and keep walking them around so you come through into mermaid onto the other side. Again, keeping those chests nice and open, feeling that pull. Lovely stuff. Let's come up and over to finish off, guys. Thank you so, so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this first class. I hope that you took what you needed from this class, disregarded anything that didn't serve you, and I hope to see you all next week.